welcome back to the Hot and Healthy Hot Seat. You're counting your calories, but it is not working, and I'm gonna tell you why. Reason number one, you're probably not tracking your food accurately. So there's a spectrum to calorie tracking. I do not expect perfection. I'm talking like when you see like those bodybuilders online bring like food scales out to dinner, like no, you don't need that level of perfection, ladies. But I do want to let you know that we know as humans, we tend to underestimate how much we eat and also overestimate how much we exercise. But specifically when it comes to food, there are so many discrepancies in food labels and also just little things that we can unintentionally miss, even when we're trying to be so perfect with tracking, that can actually cause inaccuracies in our food logs. If you go out to eat a lot, but you're still tracking your food, remember that's an estimation. You don't know those exact portions, so that might impact the accuracy of your food logs. That's why I recommend to clients to add in 1 tablespoon of olive oil, for instance, with what you're tracking out, because it probably is a little bit higher calorie than what you may think it is. In addition, when you're tracking food out, you can break down the food, so you're not just tracking a burger from Wendy's or whatever place you're eating at, some fancy restaurant, some steak, and actually break down all the different components of all the different foods that you're eating. Don't go super crazy with it. You don't have to add things like spices, like don't drive yourself nuts. But if you break down those components of the plate, it will really help you be a little bit more accurate, especially as you're estimating your foods. And also, if you're a beginner to tracking, get a food scale or even measuring cups and try to just estimate your portions a little bit more dialed in. And I can't help but also add in licks and bites of your kid's plate, or really as you walk by the cabinet and you're having a handful of chocolate chips. I mean, I'm literally calling myself out right now, ladies. I mean, I'm just like you. Those things add up, so be sure that you're really being cognizant about, are you tracking accurately and are you tracking everything? Number 2, you're tracking your calories, but you're not tracking weekly averages. So weekly averages is this concept as part of the framework I've developed as a registered dietitian, and it really was designed to help my clients like very, very early on in my career understand that yes, I'm seeing a few days of really awesome eating, but like what is your weekly consistency? Now it's really not sexy when we talk about this, but your habits matter. Like habits are sexy, ladies. Like habits and healthy habits and the consistency of your diet is ultimately what matters when it comes to weight loss, not one meal or one day of eating. And that's the hardest thing about weight loss. You have to be consistent. So yes, it's great to track your calories every day, but real success and what's really gonna help you is tracking what is your weekly average amount of calories. That way you can also compare it to your weekly lowest weight and see that trend over time. You see where I'm going with this, ladies. Seeing that trend over time is gonna help us understand, okay, these weeks you hit these calories, but when you bump them up a little bit and you had that fun weekend or this and that, you start to see you don't lose weight as quickly. And that's gonna give you feedback to help you really optimize your plan and understand what you need to do. Ultimately, weekly averages matter so much more than one day or one meal of eating. And number 3, you are tracking your calories, but you're not eating the right types of foods to hit your calories. So what I really mean by this is I don't expect perfection, as I said, and I don't expect you to just eat clean 24/7 and have this like pressure to be perfect with your diet. You need to actually understand what are balanced portions. That's where I always think about the balanced plate, and that's what I teach my clients. The balanced plate is this: having around half your plate as veggies, a fourth your plate as protein, and about a fourth your plate as carbohydrate. Usually women fall into one of 2 categories. They're not eating enough protein at their meals consistently, or they're really intermittent with it, so they're really not hitting their protein target, or they're eating balanced meals, but they don't have enough calorie through fruits and vegetables and the quality, wholesome nutrients that we need in your diet. And that causes them to make not as great food choices. Yes, calories are important, but the types of calories you choose impact your metabolism, how many calories you burn, and how you stay full for a long amount of time, in addition to other benefits that also help with weight loss and fat loss. That's why if you're having trouble losing weight, but you're just focusing on calories, that's great, a great place to start, but it's time to up-level, girlfriend, and also focus on what you are eating. Now, this is where the fun begins. If any of you are making these mistakes, it is okay, you are not alone. But girlfriend, just make some tweaks and you are going to get to your weight loss goals. Be sure to leave a comment below so I can know what mistake you're making, and that way I can also make future videos to help you overcome whatever struggle you're facing when it comes to weight loss. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time in the hot seat.